Most of my time that I was incarcerated was I had to spend most of that awaiting sentencing in county jail, which there are no programs really in county jail while you're waiting. There's definitely a lack of programs there. However, stateside, when I did finally have to finish the rest of the time out, I had a short sentence, and so there weren't many programs available for me then. And the ones that were available had a long wait list. And I mean, I think some of the things that should be really key to people is especially the education part. Like, I wanted to get into the GED program, and there was a long wait list for that. And if there was anything that could be different, it would be that people with shorter sentences would have those kind of things as a requirement, like, as part of intake even, and the people that had the longer sentences, they could be on wait lists. But that way, that would give everyone an opportunity to get that before they leave, incarceration. I'm not sure about the finance part. I do know it also has to do with eligibility, like minimum, maximum, if you're eligible for a lot of programs, and then which they work on kind of like a credit system. If you've been here so long and you've been in good behavior, then you're eligible for certain things. And so there's some eligibility requirements. So not all programs are available to everyone. And then there's time requirements as well. So some of the things that could be beneficial for other people, you have to be here, you have to be there a certain time period. I don't believe the GED had a time period. However, there was a long wait list. So that was one thing I did not get to complete there. Some of the things I did get complete, like a food handler's card. That's just one day of studying and taking a test, but I'm able to walk out of there with that. There's not a lot of short-term programs available for people. I think there should be more of their trade programs, because I think they have some really good programs that help with trades, to teach people certain trades so that they have a better possibility of not coming back and actually getting a career. However, the connections with those trades after their time in prison is a concern of mine. Like, they don't have those connections. There's not that many opportunities open for people with criminal background, especially when there's so many people that still don't have a criminal background that are willing to work. It's a trust factor, for the employer. They want to make sure that, they can trust their employee to be able to give them the service that they need, and all the other trust that goes with that. But it takes a starting point. There's some very good people out there that just want a second chance, that, will probably work harder than most employees that you hire, because they want that second chance. It's been a nightmare. I've been homeless prior to my incarceration, and homeless for many years, and my biggest thing was thinking, if I could only get enough money up enough to be able to have myself a little space, my own home, it could have been a closet, just as long as I could there were 4 walls and a door, and I could call it my own. If I had enough money just to have something like that, then everything would be okay. So I've been blessed that when I got out, I got engaged with some different places, some different agencies, and I was able to get a grant. And that grant is that money that I've been hoping that I would be able to have that housing. But that was not the stop of the barriers. There's barriers because once I've sent out so many applications and paid application fee after application fee, and just to be turned down because of my criminal record. I don't think that there's going to be much success if you don't have stabilization, if you don't have a stable home, to be able to get up for work, to shower for work, to be able to take care of your needs. So, and there's not too many landlords that want to hire to someone that has a criminal record. For people that are about to be getting out of prison, resources for housing, resources for where to get clothes, just all different kinds of resources to get you started. Probation and parole are supposed to help you with some of those things. And that's something that they don't really tell you which services that they will help you with. Probation and parole don't tell you that until there's a need, or until your probation officer sees that there's that need. But most people don't know what their needs are. So to get more informed with the types of resources that are available to you, tap into the places that will help you out with housing, with treatment, with education. For me to even get where I'm at, it's taken years. It's taken years to fight through the red tape, to get educated about the services that are available, to ask questions, lots of questions. And sometimes it's still a hit or miss. Sometimes there's grants that are available and it's within timing. It's like a time fragment if you're there on that time when those things are available. And so, I mean, resources stay for only a certain amount of time, as long as there's funding available or whatever. So I think the most important thing is to get real educated about it, ask a lot of questions. I mean, that's the only way. And then once you can get latched onto different agencies that are going to be your advocate, because you need advocates that are going to be backing you and saying, yes, you know, we believe in this person, we see this person as trying. That's a big key point, because when it's yourself and it's just your word, and you have barriers of incarceration, barriers of addiction, barriers of mental health, it's almost nearly impossible. To have some more education behind me, and to do some service work for our community, to be able to provide for my family. I've been blessed really a lot this year, to be able to finally get in touch with, you know, all these agencies that are different ones that are helping me. And it's important that I remember that, you know, it's me allowing these people to be in my life and have a relationship with me, for me to have this help. It's a network of people, you know, and so, you know, I have goals to maybe do some social work to help others, especially when we have a housing crisis right now. There's so many people homeless right now, and there's not a lot of understanding of why.